Hello, everybody, and welcome in to today's episode of the Top Cut Yu-Gi-Oh! Podcast. My name is Sunny, and I am, of course, here with my co-host. What is up, my dude?
Nothing much. How about yourself, man?
Just some up, dog.
I'm gonna let you have this one. What is up, dog?
Nothing. What's up with you? It'll never get old. I'm a dad. I find these things funny. If you don't like it, listen anyway. I'm not going to say don't listen. Listen anyway. And then tell all your friends how funny we are.
It's kind of like a butt for.
What's a butt for?
It's for pooping, silly.
Oh, I hate this so much. Why do we do this to ourselves? Oh, my goodness. All right.
Because we're slightly masochistic, I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What really baffles me is why everybody listens. And some of you listen a lot. So, the Spotify, what's it called?
Wrap up.
That's right. The Spotify wrap up just came around. And we are running a little contest. So, the first thing we're going to say is, if you take a screenshot of your Spotify wrap up, like top 5 or whatever they call it, and we are in your top 5 podcasts, share that with us through Twitter. There's a Twitter thread going, or through Discord, in our Discord server. And we are going to compile a list. We're going to keep a running list going of all the names. And everybody that has us in their top podcasts for 2021, we're going to read off all the names, thank everybody, and you all get a shout out in the podcast. The other thing is, there will be we have a prize, we have a bounty out. Whoever has the most minutes listened of the podcast for 2021, we will contact you and we will send you a prize. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to give it a week or so, give everybody a good, fair chance to enter, and let us know how much you've listened. So we just posted all of this today. It's already live. It's in our server. So be sure to go ahead, look at the Spotify Wrapped, and take a look, see what it looks like. Let us know.
Yeah,
so,
boy.
I'm just gonna say, somebody already has over 4,000 minutes of time spent listening to our podcast. Wow. Thank you so much. I mean, so many people with over 2,000 minutes. That is insane to me. Thank you all sincerely. It is really, really cool. So, thank you again for that. While we're on the subject of thanks, we want to take a moment to thank all of our patrons. So, of course, a huge shout out to Austin Johnson, Kane Martin, Myth Oceanus, Pig, Scuzz Daddy, AD, Aaron Gardner, Anthony Leela, Damian Zink, Mountain Man, Owen Alvarado, Jeremy Drysdale, Ray Powell, and Sunny Sweet. Thank you all so much for your continued support.
Such cool people.
Absolutely. It really it means the world to us. So thank you all so much. And if anybody has any questions about Patreon or anything like that, feel free to always message us at any time, and we can answer any questions or anything like that you may have. Be sure to also follow us on our Twitter at Top Cut Podcast, and be sure to join our Discord server. It's a really fun place. We all go in there, we hang out, we chat, we do a lot of remote duels. Be sure to check it out. It's a great place. So, with all of that out of the way, we do have a little bit of quick play news. We have the name of the next deck build pack. Why don't you read off this little excerpt for us?
Of course. So, for March of 2022, the next set, Deck Build Pack Tactical Masters, which includes cards that let you easily build a deck with only the contents of the pack, has been announced for March 19th, 2022. 3 different types of decks will be included in this pack, and you can build a deck by only using cards from it. New cards as well as reprints that fit the decks will also be included. That's all we got currently. The deck build pack, for those of you who don't know, is whenever we get that in the TCG, it's not called deck build pack or anything. But the last one we got is what got us like Ogdoadics, not Drytron, Ursa Arctics, and Sulfur
Ancient Guardians.
Yeah, Ancient Guardians. Yeah. So like if they were to translate this one for one to us, it would just they would just call it Tactical Masters.
Right, which is probably what the name will be here.
Yeah, yeah.
Equivalent here, I think, is Grand Creators is what they currently have.
Yeah, yeah. For us, that'd be the next set.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's gonna be really cool. Particularly the reprints of for whatever for the 3 decks. Like for instance, for Ancient Guardians, for Ogdoadics, which was a reptile archetype, they actually reprinted Snake Rain, which is an amazing card for the Ogdoadics because it's a reptile generic spell card, which is really cool.
Right.
So we're gonna have to just kind of wait and see what we get. Well, what the new archetypes are gonna be. And from there we can kind of gauge on what the actual reprint's going to be like. If it's a dragon-based archetype, they'll probably maybe a dragon-based archetype that special summons level 7's real easy. They'll probably have like Wingbeat of a giant dragon reprinted.
That would be a hilarious reprint.
I know, right? Just return a level 7 or higher dragon from field to hand, and then nuke back row.
What really kills me is that you just
all the possibilities for reprints.
No, well, what kills me is that you just knew that card and its effect off the top of your head.
That's fair. But I don't remember if it was Harpy's Feather Duster or Giant Trunade for your opponent is the thing. I think it's the Giant Trunade effect where it just returns all their spells and traps to their hand.
I can neither confirm nor deny which effect it is.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. That was just an example.
Right.
They could do a Winged Beast archetype and reprint something like Harpy's Feather Storm, or they could do like, I'm trying to think of something else that'd be similar.
It just depends on what the themes are within the set.
Yeah. Oh, if it's a new zombie theme, they might reprint Book of Life.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but that's all we've got as a name.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and hop on into our main segment here,
Yes.
which is some discussion about a couple of things.
Yes.
So we have the full set list for the Albaz Structure Deck in the OCG.
Correct.
So I'll let you kind of rattle it off, and I can kind of stop you whenever we get something really interesting.
Oh, yeah. First off, we have the SD43-001 Tri-Brigade McCourier. Then we have Spriggan's Kit, Unlikely Sword Soul Allies, Fallen of Albaz himself.
Those 3 cards, the Tri-Brigade, the Spriggans, and the Sword Soul card, are all new cards to this deck.
Correct. Like Tri-Brigade McCourier, we've actually seen the monster on that card before. He's that little robotic bird that's on a lot of cards with Kit.
Right.
And then Spriggan's Kit is Kit, and she's like modified a bunch of Spriggan spare parts into like a mech suit for herself.
That Kit loves a good mech suit.
Yeah, I mean, look at Bear Brum. And then
Exactly.
Unlikely Sword Soul Allies is like Leo the Iron Fist, and I don't remember who the other person is.
I'm gonna be honest. I 0% know.
I want to say Moyi.
I do not remember the art at all.
I vaguely remember it, but basically it's combining all the main archetypes for the storyline. It's really cool.
Right.
Fallen Albaz himself, Albion the Shrouded Dragon, Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted, Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, Thunder King the Lightning Strike Kaiju.
Is Dogmatica Fleur-de-Lis the Knighted? Oh, that's Fleur-de-Lis, duh.
Yeah, it's Fleur-de-Lis. Thunder King Lightning Strike Kaiju, Chaos Dragon Levianeer, Raiden the Multidimensional Kaiju, Artifact Scythe, White Dragon Wyvern Burster, Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, Starleech Seyfried, Keeper of Dragon Magic, Summoner Monk, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, Effect Veiler, Omni Dragon Brotar, Paradise Branded, a new card, Branded Fusion, a new card. Branded in white. Branded Bond. Fusion Gate. Fusion Recycling Plant, which is actually a pretty good card. Fusion Substitute. Gold Sarcophagus. Pot of Extravagance. Called by the Grave. And Dark Ruler No More.
All very good cards.
New card. Branded Blade. New card. Branded Condemnation. Screams of the Branded. Judgment of the Branded. Necro Fusion. Back to Front. Ice Dragon's Prison, there can only be one. Dimensional Barrier, Waking the Dragon. Mirror Jade, the Iceblade Dragon, new. Lubellion, the Searing Dragon, new. Titaniclad, the Ice Dragon. Brigand, the Glory Dragon. Sprint, the Iron Dash Dragon. And Albion, the Branded Dragon. Includes a token pack, which is 4 secret rares and 4 super rares, and 1 secret rare token randomly inserted. Which include Ecclesia the Exalted, Albaz the Shrouded.
Exiled, not Exalted.
Exiled, thank you. Albaz the Shrouded, Tri-Brigade, the 2 Virtuosos, and Aluber of the Wicked Dogma.
So, there's a couple of really notable reprints in here. I'm just gonna I'm just going to rattle them off. The ones that I see as notable. Fallen of Albaz is actually notable because first of all, if he wasn't in the deck, it would make no sense. And second of all, the secrets and ultras would be insane. Chaos Dragon, Levianair, Artifact Scythe, the 2 baby dragons, Starly Schaefert, Effect Veiler is actually like a sneaky like $4 or $5 card.
Mm-hmm.
Gold Sarcophagus is cool for retro formats. Pot of Extravagance is amazing. Call by the Grave is always a good card. Dark Ruler No More would be very cool. Ice Dragon's Prison would be insane. Tikaboo. Dimensional Barrier is awesome, and Waking Dragon's like cheap, but it's still cool.
I mean, Dimensional Barrier is low-key a really good card.
It's an amazing card, this format. If your deck can run traps, you should be running Dimensional Barrier just for the Sword Soul matchup.
Not just Sword Soul. I mean, because like if you know what your opponent's up against, because a vast majority of the decks right now in the meta only use one type of extra deck summon, and maybe a second one.
I disagree.
I said most.
I don't think it's most. I think it's like a couple.
Tri-Brigade focus heavily on links. You block them out of their links. Can't do a whole lot.
If you're on, if it's pure Tri-Brigade, then yeah. But most Tri-Brigade decks are usually splashing a Lyrilisc engine,
Lyrilisc or the Zodiac engine, which are both Exceed engines.
Right.
The difference being though is that in that exact situation, you can't Dimensional Barrier Bird up. Because then they can just fall back on their Exceeds, or if you block their Exceeds, they'll just go to their links. No big deal. With Zodiac, it's still the smart play to just say link, because then they can't do their normal Zodiac into their Tri-Brigade plays anymore, because you locked them out of the Tri-Brigade plays. Sword Soul's another great one. Let's see. I am drawing a blank now.
Other extremely relevant decks in the meta are like Phantom Knights, which do a little bit of everything.
Primarily Link and Exceeds. They don't synchro, I don't think. Do they even run any tuners? Doesn't matter. Anyway, but I think the key there is you still declare Link, because then it locks them out of making a Rusty Bardiche, which is hilarious.
I think that I don't know. It just kind of depends on the deck.
Yeah. But even then, it's definitely one of those cards that, oh no, this card's terrible against this specific deck. Like you're up against, I am literally thinking of the Golden Boy right now.
Eldritch.
Yeah, against like exclude like almost exclusively Eldritch.
Wait, what?
Almost exclusively any back row heavy deck that just doesn't care about its extra deck at all it's terrible. It's terrible against them. So you can just side it out for games too.
I wouldn't main it in anything.
Yeah. If you do main it, then side it out. But but it's definitely a side deck option.
I think it's really interesting that there's 9 new cards here. I mean, that's a ton for a structure.
We don't
deck.
even know what some of them. We don't even know what some of them do yet.
No, I think we know what all of them do.
Oh, okay. Because
So,
I don't remember us talking about Branded Blade, or did they?
it was a long time ago.
Oh, okay. It's probably one of the first ones I just don't remember.
Yeah, it was literally like 3 months ago or something like that.
Man, that's forever ago.
Yeah.
But
But I mean, if we got a 1-for-1 port of this deck, I could see it happening. Because realistically, Ice Dragon's Prison is only like a $9 card. It's not insane.
Yeah.
Pot of Extravagance already has like 4 printings, and none of them are short printed. So
Yeah. One of my favorite things though is that when there's a new OCG structure deck and it has got like amazing cards in it, what I love is what people say are going to go in it instead.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like like I've seen for this, like Pot of Greed, I saw one person say Pot of Greed. A couple of people said Pot of Duality. I'm thinking Pot of Avarice, which is hilarious. To me, it's just funny to sit here and think, oh, this would be funny if they put this in instead. Because in the past, they've had habits of taking all the good cards and replacing it with not so good cards.
right.
That's a discussion for a different day, however.
We'll see what happens with it. It could be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The next thing to talk about is the Ghost from the Past 2, The Second Haunting.
Yeah, boy. So it's the sequel to the highly successful Ghost from the Past.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
Oh my god.
So we have announcements from actually Konami, which it was less announcements and more leaks, but whatever, we take those. 9 possible Ghost Rares in the set. 5 of them are confirmed as Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Arm Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, Dark Magician Girl, and Cyber Dragon.
Imported cards, including Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, which is Zenith.
Yes.
Decode Talker Heat Salt, and Borland Dragon. Boxes increased from 3 packs to 4. You get 20 cards per box, which is cool.
I mean, it's like a little better.
Yeah. Release date April 22nd of 2022 currently. Overall, the Ghost Rares I think are really cool for the options we have are really cool. I think we've already had a Blue Eyes Ghost Rare.
We had the one where he's by the tablet. We don't have like a cool artwork, but like if they show the artwork that's on the box, that's the Structure Deck Kaiba artwork.
Yes, the OG artwork.
The best artwork of Blue Eyes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's really cool. And then the Red Dragon Archfiend, I don't think we've had yet.
He is the only Signer Dragon that does not have an actual Ghost Rare for his actual Signer Dragon. Like he's got like red, like the red. There's a Red Dragon Archfiend Assault Mode Ghost Rare, I think.
Yeah, but I think
there's one for Majestic Red Dragon Archfiend.
Yes, because I pulled the Ghost Rare Majestic Red.
Right.
Which was unfortunate because it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. And then of course the Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl and Cyber Dragon are super cool and super welcome. I personally think that and they're going with the OG Dark Magician Girl and Cyber Dragon. I think both of those will look amazing in Ghost. IMO.
Oh yeah.
IMHO.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh yeah.
I mean the picks that they chose as Ghost Rares. I mean Blue Eyes is a banger. Dark Arm Dragon, banger. Red Dragon Archfiend. It's like okay, but like it needed to happen.
Yeah.
Dark Magician Girl, awesome. Cyber Dragon, awesome.
Oh yeah, and then we're finally getting Crystal Dragon Zenith, which they renamed for the TCG. Everybody knew was going to rename it to Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon for some reason, which is super cool. We're finally getting that. I'm not sure if this does anything for Crystal Beast, but it's cool that we're getting it.
Right.
Decode Talker Heat Soul is definitely a card that was, I wouldn't say desperately needed, but was needed for Ad Ignister because it gives them that extra extender that they've been looking for.
Yeah, I mean it's awesome.
Oh yeah, and then of course Borland Dragon is absolutely ridiculous as a game ender.
Okay, so I just thought it would be important. I'm just gonna go ahead and read off
these
3 cards. Yeah.
Go for it.
So, Decode Talker Heat Soul is 2 plus Cybers monsters with different attributes. It is a 2300 attack, Link 3 fire attribute Cybers monster. Gains 500 attack for each monster it points to. Quick effect. You can pay 1000 life points, draw 1 card. Then, if your life points are 2000 or less, you can banish this card from the field. And if you do, special summon 1 Link 3 or lower Cyrus monster from your extra deck, except Decode Talker Heat Soul. You can only use this effect of Decode Talker Heat Soul once per turn.
So base for the most part, it's just pay 1,000, draw a card.
And it lets you extend into whatever you need.
But only if you have 2,000 less than 2,000 or less life points.
Yeah, but like
Still, if you can get to that point, it's perfect.
The fact that it's a Fire Link 3 Cybers is huge for adding Nister.
Exactly. I think that was one of the Link attributes they were missing to begin. Link monster attributes they were missing.
Yeah, it's really good.
Which is amazing. So you get Crystal Beast, Rainbow Dragon, Zenith. I'll get Borland.
All right, Rainbow Dragon, the Zenith Crystal Beast, or as it's been renamed in the TCG, Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon. If this face-up card is destroyed in the monster zone, you can place it face-up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell, instead of sending it to the graveyard. You can only use each of the following effects of Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon once per turn. When an attack is declared involving a Crystal Beast monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can banish this continuous spell, special summon one level 4 or lower Crystal Beast monster from your deck, but negate its effects, if any, and if you do, add one ultimate crystal monster from your deck to your hand.
For reference, the ultimate crystal monsters are Rainbow Dragon, Rainbow Dark Dragon, and... Actually, I want to say this guy's also an ultimate crystal monster still. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I have no clue. I don't think he's considered one, but...
Yeah, he might not be. Anyway, so Borland is a Link 5 monster with 3,500 attack, dragon, dark. It's another Boral monster. What do you expect? 3 or more effect monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Also, neither player can target this card monster effects, so it's immune to Effect Veiler. It's immune to actually quite a lot of things. Moving on. This card can attack all monsters your opponent controls once each.
Ultimate Conductor Tyranno-esque.
Yeah. Quick effect. You can target one effect monster on the field and a rocket monster in your graveyard. Negate the effects of that monster on the field, and if you do, special summon the monster from your graveyard. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. You can only use each effect of Boral and Dragon once per turn. So, quick effect, at spell speed 4, you negate one of your opponent's monsters.
Yo, that's pretty good.
And also get a rocket back on board.
That's extra good.
That's just extra. The funny thing to do, in my opinion, would be to make this thing, and then negate one of your opponent's monsters, re-special them back out Rocket Tracer, activate Rocket Tracer effect to pop something, and you can make a Borload, and then... Actually, hold on. Use Rocket Tracer's effect, pop Borland. Here's where things get silly. Summon up another rocket, make Borload Savage.
You can't pop it with Rocket Tracer.
You can't because it's going to be targeted. That is true.
And it cannot be destroyed by card effects either.
Yeah.
The point is, there's silly things you can do with it. It's a good. It's a good card. It's a good card.
Yeah. I know it's great card.
It makes me wonder what other like random imports we're gonna get here.
Oh yeah, no that. Because they released those 3 expecting fanfare. I imagine anyway.
I mean, they've gotten it. I mean, people were freaking out this morning.
Oh yeah, especially over Crystal Beast Rainbow Dragon, and I'm super stoked for Borland.
I think the best of these will be Heat Soul.
Oh, 100%, absolutely.
So,
I mean, Borland might get used in exactly Rocket Dragon Link, and nothing else.
It will definitely be used in exactly Rocket Dragon Link,
and probably nothing else due to its effect, due to its quick effect requiring a rocket monster engrave.
Right.
Still, that's super cool. And like you said. There's no telling what else we'll get in this set, so we'll have to wait and see what else, particularly what the other ghost rares are.
Yes.
Because we only have 5 of the ghost rares, so there's a good solid 4 more ghost rare slots that we don't know.
Tragic.
Yeah, but I mean, that could be anything from... Oh god, ghost rare Dragoon. Ugh.
Please don't ever say those words in front of me or my children ever again.
No promises. You know what? They might end up pulling a Haunted Mine and pull out a Ghost Rare spell or trap.
I think that there's a few spell or traps that would make for really good Ghost Rares.
Name one.
You're going to hate me. And all of our listeners are going to stop listening.
I don't care. Do it. Do it.
Mystic Mine.
Ah!
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
It would look amazing as a Ghost Rare.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong. It would look amazing as a Ghost Rare. But that card needs to just be banned and be done with.
So,
or the collective player base as a whole just make a gentleman's agreement that it's just unofficially banned.
I've got another one.
Yes.
Lightning Storm.
It would look really good as a Ghost Rare. You know what card I would think would look really good as a Ghost Rare?
What?
Evenly Matched.
You know it probably would, but you know what card would look even better? You know it. I figure they'll fill the last 4 slots with like meta relevant cards, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I really think it would be?
What?
Shadal Construct.
A Ghost Rare Shadal Construct would be really
the
cool.
Artwork where like... Actually, either artwork would look awesome.
Oh, absolutely. No. Shadal Construct's definitely one of those cards that because of its color scheme and just the way that its artwork is shaped with all the strings and stuff, it would just look amazing as a ghost. Because of the 3D effect caused by the ghost rarity itself.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking they might do...
Yeah, me and Skyhawk have had a pretty good little discussion about this in the Discord server. And that was something that... So that was some of the things we said. I mentioned Ghost Ray.
Oh!
Sky Striker players rejoice.
That'd be really cool, yeah.
Yeah. I think Ray would look good as a Ghost Rare. But I really do think they're going to do at least one Spell Trap. I mean, they're doing 9 Ghost Rares, you know?
Yeah. They're most likely going to do 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they end up doing like 1 spell, 1 trap, and then 2 more monsters.
Invocation. Konami do be normal summoning Alistair.
Yeah. Yeah, they do be.
They do be normal summoning Alistair.
Oof.
So,
rough.
For traps, they could do Solemn Strike or IDP.
Yeah, those would be really cool. Imperial Order.
Well, okay, Imperial Order would look good, but like...
I don't think anybody actually wants it. Listen, I run a deck that can run Imperial Order. I don't want that.
So I made a list of 5 cards. I made a public list in the Discord server. 5 cards that I think could get like...
The Ghost Rare.
The Ghost Rare. I said DD Crow.
That would be cool.
Lightning Storm. Access Code Talker, because that seems too easy.
Yeah.
Borreload Savage Dragon, because I think they're going to do a Synchro. I think they'll also do an Xyz. Could be Beatrice. I think Beatrice would be like all right, but they also did just do a reprint of Beatrice. So like I don't know. Zeus, I guess, would be the easy pick. Maybe? But I think it could be Dingirsu.
Ooh, yeah, that look really cool.
Yeah, I think Ding would be like really cool. So.
Oh yeah, Ghost Rare Dingirsu, I think would look really cool.
Yo, sound off in our Discord server and other places wherever we're at, Twitter, whatever. Let us know what you think you would like to see as a Ghost Rare. That won't be the podcast question today, but we want to know.
Yeah, I'm curious about what other people think will get the... Because I don't think it's going to be something like Masca Restrict.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be anything like wild or weird either. But you never know. It is Konami.
That is fair. They do seem to be doing random things sometimes.
Yeah, they do be random.
Where it's just like, why? We're like, okay, cool. Here are 5 reprints. 4 of them are great. Why is Karibo getting another reprint? Karibo is a bad example because we are getting Brothers of Legend soon.
Karibo Ghost Rare.
Karibo Ghost Rare. Wait. The alt art Karibo Ghost Rare.
Oh God, yes. Let's speak this into existence, please.
Hold on. Let's manifest that they decide both of them.
You know what I would actually like more than a Ghost Rare Karibo?
What's that?
An Astral Rare Karibo. Like they did with Utopia and Leviathan.
Ooh.
An Astral Rare Karibo would actually be poggers. I hope I used that right. I'm still not like all the way up to date on Twitch lingo.
These dang kids and their twitchers and
they're these dang kids and their puggers and their scuffs and their
Twitch lines and
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to Twitch yet. We're getting there. So I think that'll pretty much take us out on that. Of course, we are going to take just a minute here to talk about our sponsor, ETB Games. ETB Games is our local card shop in Alexandria, Louisiana. If you are a player in Louisiana or the surrounding area, basically Alexandria is in the dead middle of the state. It's super easy to get to from basically anywhere around Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi. You can even get there pretty quickly from some places. Nope, that's it. Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi. But pretty much it's like a 3-hour drive from everywhere. It's 3 hours from New Orleans. It's 3 hours from Central Mississippi. It's like 5 hours from Dallas, but it's like 3.5 or 4 from Houston. It's like 4-ish from Arkansas, depending on what part of Arkansas you're coming from. It can actually be as low as 3 from Arkansas. It just depends on where. So, but we do want to thank our sponsor, ETB Games, for, sponsoring us. They will be having the ETB Battle City monthly tournament on, I want to say December 18th. So if
that is correct.
Yes.
I popped up my calendar to make sure.
Yeah. If you are planning on going, hit us up. We can share an address with you and let you know exactly where it's at, exactly what format it'll be, exactly all the details.
Yeah.
Which it'll be advanced format, but still. So, thank you again to ETB Games, and let's talk a little bit about ban list.
Yep.
So,
less than a month away.
We're, yeah, sure. Like somewhere within the next 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
We know for sure that we'll have a ban list. So get ready for 6 weeks of ban list content from us because it's free.
Well, not only that, it's also just a fascinating subject. Because then you get people's differing opinions on what needs to be banned, what can come off the list, what needs to go on, what shouldn't even be on the list to begin with. Those kinds of questions. Because you can also start speculating on future product based on the ban list. But I mean, it's not like Konami actually does that or anything. They only make the ban list for the health of the game.
Yeah, that. Yeah, sure.
Trust in brother Konami.
So, with that said,
Konami, please sponsor us.
Hashtag not a sponsor. Hey, by the way, listen. If you're listening, we're looking for more sponsors. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna let that be what it'll be. I'm gonna put it out there. Send positive energy, because we put a lot of work into this, and we would like to see, stuff.
Yeah, for one thing, I would like to get better equipment.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. What we really are the dream right now, besides paying for our trip to YCS Pasadena and maybe even Vegas and cool things like that, like nationals, things like that. Besides paying for things like that, we really want to upgrade our microphones.
But in order to upgrade from where we're at, they're $400. But that's neither here nor there.
And we also really want to get some custom artwork done for the podcast. Mm-hmm. That's the other thing. That's actually the main thing more than anything else.
Get some merch out there, some t-shirts.
Yes. So the goal is when we're waiting for custom artwork. Once we get custom artwork done, we have plans to put in an entire merch line. Mm-hmm. T-shirts, hoodies, basically whatever you want. We're gonna take what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
We're gonna take opinions. We're gonna take
questionnaires.
We're gonna ask people.
Yeah.
In our server and on Twitter, what kind of what kind of merch they would like to have. But we already have a way to distribute the merch. We just need the artwork for it. So
yeah.
Also, if you're an artist and want to do some art, hit us up.
Yes.
So, and we also need some server emotes for our Discord server because we have like 3, and one of them I drew in MS Paint. So,
But that's what makes it special.
oh, it's special, all right.
It was made in MS Paint.
It's special, all right. I love your laughs sometimes. I just gotta say that.
Thank you.
I love the.
I have
goofy laugh.
1,001 of them.
You do be laughing. All right, let's. There we go. So let's go ahead and I want to take this time. I have our tier list pulled up that me, Giant Skyhawk, and the Don Juan did. If you haven't seen that episode, go watch or seen it. If you haven't listened to that episode, go listen to it. Even though I think everybody has because it's our most listened episode ever. We do have like every meta deck in the format pulled up, and I want to rattle through it. And we're going to talk about the different decks, talk about what makes the different decks good, and whether or not these decks need to be hit on the ban list, and if so, what could possibly be done. So we're going to start with Phantom Knights.
Ooh.
So Phantom Knights is kind of an interesting deck because it's already really good, especially with the DPE package. But I don't know that they're like, I don't know that there's anything here that I would really hit. There's like a couple of cards here and there, sure, but like, you know.
Like if somebody was to gun to my head, you're going to do something to the deck, I would probably like, I don't know, limit or semi-limit Fogblade. Maybe.
I don't. Yeah, Harpies, Feather Duster is in the format. Twins in the format. Lightning Storm's in the format.
Exactly. And there's also just a whole lot of just random. I'm just going to pop this because I want to.
You know, the more I think about it, I think they could limit Torn Scales.
Maybe. Yeah, that would probably do something to the deck.
Oh, it would do stuff. All right. It would do stuff.
Yeah.
Torn Scales is really, really good. It's maybe the best card in the Phantom Knight engine itself. But other than
Easily.
Torn Scales, they could honestly reban Rusty. And I know that sounds crazy considering Rusty came off the list, was at 1. It was so much not a problem that they put him straight back to 3. He didn't even go on probation in 2.
Yeah.
But
And then for a long, long time did literally nothing.
yeah. So, I think we could see Rusty get rebanned because that card really is insane. And when the Brave token package comes out, that deck
Lord.
That deck's way, way, way past broken. So
Yeah. But that's future proofing.
yeah. I don't know. I don't really think they will do anything, but if they were to do something, it's either limit Torn Scales or ban Rusty. But
Yeah.
I don't see them hitting the deck that hard.
No. I don't see them hitting the deck at all.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. Tri-Brigade. So this could be Tri-Brigade or Lyrilusk Tri-Brigade, but I don't think they'll touch anything in the Lyrilusk engine, especially since it just got support.
Yeah,
I think if they hit this, they will hit the Tri-Brigade engine. In fact, I think they will hit the Tri-Brigade engine.
I mean, they have to at this point, just for, Sword, Soul, and Flow Wonderies to be able to do anything, for the most part. For the most part. They can do stuff now. but
not much.
Not much. If they really want to push the decks, this is one of the decks they'd have to get rid of.
Yeah, they would have to be really... they would have to really think that the current format's a problem.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I think the current format is really healthy.
Yeah,
in some ways.
In some ways. There are a couple of ways where not so much. But for the most part, yeah, it's pretty healthy. If they were to hit Tri-Brigade, though, they'd probably do, like, you get 1 Nerval.
I was just about to say, like, we all talked about Revolt for, like, 2 lists. We were like, they could hit Revolt. They're going to ban Revolt. They're going to limit Revolt. Dude, Revolt's not even being run
anymore.
They could literally just, like, limit Nerval, and that really hits not just the Tri-Brigade deck, but it hits the Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk deck. It's like an indirect hit to the Lyrilusk version.
Yeah, because Nerval being a level 1 Winged Beast, and all the Lyrilusk stuff is search for a level 1 Winged Beast. Special summon a level 1 well, not even just a level 1 Winged Beast. I don't even care about the attribute.
Right. I mean, to overlay into the...
Recital Starling.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, actually, any of the Exceeds isn't even level 1 Winged Beast. It's just level 1 monsters.
Exactly.
So you can use Kinkip-Yo and Jester Confit if you really wanted to.
Yeah. There really are Like,
Or DD Crow, which is hilarious.
yeah. I think that Nerval getting limited is probably the answer here if they're going to do that, but
And then maybe
this is not our formal prediction list.
no. This
That could
is just us
change.
thinking. This is what they could do to hit this specific deck
Right.
in a vacuum. I could also see them limiting Karis.
Ooh, limit. I see. The thing is, I think if you limit any of them except for Kit, I think if you limit Fractal Karis or Nerval, it would probably like sufficiently hurt the deck.
Yeah, it hurts them in different ways, but about the same amount overall. Karis means they lose an extender. Fractal means they lose a starter. Nerval means they lose a starter and an extender.
Yes. You want to know what I think would be a really sneaky ban that is actually maybe one of the best cards in the deck?
Fairjeet?
Yeah.
How did I know?
I think if they banned Fairjeet,
God, even just
it destroys all of the combo lines of that deck.
So like one of the it immediately eliminates the best bird up combo blind possible. Just immediately gets rid of it. And then a good chunk, and then a massive chunk of the Tri Brigade line also gets eliminated, just because it can special summon a level 4 or lower Tri type.
Yeah,
that's it. That's its effect. That's the effect that everyone cares about.
It's really good.
Yeah,
that card's insane.
The other effect's cool. I mean, the deck, the other effect where you draw one card and put one on the bottom is cool, but
the point is that it just does extra stuff on top of being a superior extender.
Exactly.
Out of the extra deck. The next one is Virtual World. I'm going to be honest. I mean, sure, they could limit Lulu, but like, I don't think they really need to hit Virtual World. I think the deck limits itself by being bricky.
That was my... I can't word that any better.
Yeah.
That's like perfect wording there.
Yeah. Next deck is Sword Soul. They're not going to hit Sword Soul.
Too new.
Just not going to happen. No shot. They won't even hit anything surrounding the deck. They won't hit any of the Yang Zing cards. They won't hit any of the Tenyi cards.
Yeah, they're not going to hit Ruddy Rose Dragon.
Nothing. The deck's too new. It's no shot. Next is Drytron. I don't really think that they need to hit Drytron. I don't think it's being played a lot right now.
But I mean, just limit one of the names.
Yeah, limit Alpha. That would be a huge hit to the deck. They could ban Eva. They could ban Ben 10. I don't think either of those cards needs to be banned, if I'm being completely honest. Although
ban Ultimateness, but then they'll just run Perfection.
Most of them already run Perfection.
Never mind.
It's so hard to hit the Fairy engine without decimating it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the only way you really hit that Fairy engine and actually stop it from just being a cancer is you have to ban Ultimateness and Perfection, and then it's... Well, actually, if they do that, Drytron actually becomes really cool, because then it becomes Drytron Megalith, which is the coolest deck that nobody's playing.
Oh, yeah. Because why would you when I can just put down an infinite Omni Negate?
More or less, yeah.
Like, why bother?
Hashtag not a floodgate. It's an exhaustible resource. Not a floodgate. Cancer, but not a floodgate.
I would consider it floodgate adjacent.
Oh, don't start this. Oh, no.
But
Caleb's in on it, too. It's a conspiracy. No.
To be fair, that's the only reason why I said it is because that reaction is hilarious to me.
Ah!
In all seriousness.
Like a floodgate is not a flood. Okay, I'm sorry. You know what you've done.
Yes, I do.
All right, next deck is... I lost my train of thought. Thanks. Next deck is Dragon Link.
Oh my god, they already hit it once with LP. I mean, yes, it still has lines of play and it's still good.
A deck is allowed to have lines of play and be good.
Yeah.
The issue is that it's still maybe the best mid-range deck in the format.
Yeah, it went from best combo and we just kind of went, let's dial back the combo a little bit, and it's now mid-range.
Yeah, let's just make it to where I can do this every turn now. What's the card in this deck that searches Chaos Dragon Legionnaire?
Brotar.
What's the card that summons Brotar for free?
LP.
So wait, how are they getting to Chaos Dragon Legionnaire now?
They draw it.
No, there's definitely ways to search it.
If you milled a Brotar, you can Pisty it. Brotar doesn't care how it's special summoned to get its effect off. It just has to be special summoned.
You can't ban Pisty. It's not worth it.
It's really not. So there are some people who I've seen online because I've been kind of.
It's quick launch.
Oh, it's definitely quick launch.
You limit quick launch.
Yeah, definitely. No, not even limit. Ban it. It's a
Okay. I mean,
it's a better version, more limited but better emergency teleport.
I guess
Because it's just any rocket monster. There's no limit. It's just any rocket monster.
I guess that's true.
The only difference is that with emergency teleport, it's any psychic, but level 3 or lower.
Right.
But I can just get a tracer, or oh no, my Borload Savage just got negated. It'd be a shame if I was just turn it into a Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss.
Yeah, I don't know. The deck is so mid-rangey, and there's not a single card that you can point to in the deck and be like, this card is overwhelmingly strong. The best card in the deck is probably Quick Launch, but
Oh yeah, no, just it's an extender, it's a starter.
it's everything you need it to be and more.
Oh yeah.
And you can chain it to IO.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. Let's talk about Invoke, Shaddoll, Dogmatica, Despia, Fusion, Deck.
Why don't we just start calling it Fusion.deck?
I'm going to be honest, I would be fine with that. People holding long sticks. Deck.
Fair enough.
Ecclesia with her hammer, Alistair the Invoker with his little rod deal, Winda is holding a big rod, people holding sticks.
Except like literally Fleur-de-Lis and Maximus. If they're running Maximus.
I would say that as long as the engine has a card that's holding a stick, and each of these engines has an iconic card in it that's holding a stick.
Staff.
That's enough.
Fair. Staff.deck.
I think if you're going to hit the Dogmatica engine, you have to limit Nadir Servant, which I don't think they'll do. The engine is too fair. I think if you're going to hit the Invoked engine, they have to limit Magical Meltdown, which they're not going to do because they haven't done it yet.
Yeah, they'd have to limit or ban Magical Meltdown.
And if they're going to hit the Shaddoll engine, they have to ban Window, which I don't think they'll do because it's been around for 6 years. They're not going to do it now.
Yeah.
So
It's actually fairly easily outable too. Is another issue.
Which would win, Winda or activate Fractal, activate Karis, activate Fractal, send Kit, send
Nerval, Ed Karis, normal summon Karis, activate effect.
Yeah, because then you can summon Rugal and just run over Winda.
Yeah.
So, or if you can have another way to get another material engrave, you summon Shurag and banish Winda.
Exactly. And then and in that case, they don't get Winda's effect off.
Yeah, so it's not that difficult to. Well, I say that we gave only Tri-Brigade. Every other deck would struggle. And DPE takes that deck over the top. I think they actually need to hit that deck, especially with DPE now in the meta. That goes over the top.
Oh yeah, and then once we get the cards from the Structure Deck, particularly branded Fusion, it shifts from being Control to Control, or I just become Fusion Turbo.deck.
Yeah, it can be really insane. Altergeist I think is fine. Eldritch, it would be cool if they limited Sanguine, but
wait, what attribute is what's his face?
Use that thing between your ears.
It's not working.
It's not working.
It's a secret. It's an ultra. It's Albaz.
What about him?
What attribute is he? Is he dark?
I think he's light.
Dang. Because if he was dark, you could brand a fusion into the fusion dragon that lets you then immediately fusion summon again using him as the dark and a shit all and make Winda.
If he was dark, you could just activate branded fusion.
Yeah.
And summon Winda. You don't have to summon. Oh, it has to specifically list Albaz as a
correct
material.
Yeah, so you make the dragon who then on fusion summon immediately fusion summons again, and boom.
Oh my god.
Which would be silly.
Yeah.
Get a free Winda plus a board monster on board.
Altergeist is fine. It doesn't need to be hit. Eldritch, they could limit Sanguine, but I mean, you could limit the Golden Boy, but like, That makes it barely playable even as an engine. Fluanderies is too new. They're not going to hit it. Prank Kids, they've already hit. Adignisser, they're not going to hit. Burning Abyss, I basically qualify as PK. Adamantipator, they're not going to do anything else to. Hero is interesting, but they're not going to hit it because it's not good enough. Modulce, sorry, Caleb, they're not going to hit. Not good enough.
No, I'm glad they're not going to hit it.
Yeah. Subterra, they won't hit. Actually, you know what? They're not going to hit anything else on this list. I feel pretty good about saying that they won't hit anything else on this list except they might pull off some Salamangreat cards.
Yeah.
They could peel off one or two of those.
Maybe even peel off Blaster. Give them something.
Actually, Blaster, I guess, would be kind of cool on that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and exactly Salamangreat.
Actually, I don't even know if it would be playable because it's not Cyberse.
But it's a fire.
Yeah, but I still don't know that it would be playable.
I mean,
Because I don't know that it fits into the combo lines. Because I think a lot of them require Cyberse stuff.
Yeah, I think Salamangreat is more Cyberse.deck than Fire.deck.
Yeah, so.
I mean, you could still use it as a standalone beater.
Yeah, I guess you could. But I think that's enough of this. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything that could possibly be hit.
And then we covered a bunch more after.
Yeah, like the only other thing that is even worth talking about is the Verte problem.
Yes. So there are other cards in the format that are issues. I think IO is an issue. But I don't know that Konami will actually hit it because, like, you know, they just don't do that for some reason.
Yeah, they just kind of let it get power crept out on its own, or the meta shift away from it anyway.
Yeah, so I don't think that they'll do that, but Verte is an issue
That they need to do something about.
Yes.
Especially considering we got that branded fusion spell coming up. Because then that makes Verte Anaconda 2 fusion monsters on board for free. For 2 monsters.
Yeah. And the crazier thing is that if you Verte and then use Verte to activate branded fusion from the deck, it does not lock you. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Make the fusion dragon its effect. Fusion summon another level 8 dragon and then rank 8 play right there. Mm-hmm. It literally turns Verte Anaconda into a free rank 8 play. I don't know who they would summon, but they've got it.
Yeah, they've got it.
Make a Big Eye.
Make a Big Eye. Wait, Big Eye is rank 7.
Oh yeah. Who's rank 8? Make a Sun Dragon Overlord Hieratic Sun Dragon Overlord Heliopolis.
I was gonna say Dragoobleon, but that's funnier.
That's yeah. But yeah, Dragoobleon. Make a Dragoobleon.
Yep.
Dragoobleon's also just fun to say.
Dragoobleon is extremely fun to say. Dragoobleon.
Anyway, but yes, just a free rank 8. Let's go.
I think that'll wrap us up. You ready for the podcast question of the day?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so we asked, podcast question of the day, have you ever been to a YCS? If so, how did it go? Do you have any cool stories or tips for new YCS goers? We only got one reply on Twitter, and it said, South Africa doesn't get YCSs due to us having a small community. I think although I would love to go to one because they look amazing. Spoiler, they are.
I hope one day you'll get the opportunity to.
Yep. We have one that says, from Benji, only one YCS New Jersey, the one where the new time rules went into effect. Goki was best deck, Trickstar Striker was just starting to be played, and I played Power Tool Spiral. First time playing it, it was like Goki, only worse, and I had it and was being too cheap to buy the $12 Phoenix Blade, so I bricked a lot. Beat a Trickstar player in time game 3 versus their Lycoris with Light Stage with Firecracker. Tip, do not play the deck for the first time on the day. That is true. I played 6 Sams for the first time ever at a YCS. I don't recommend it. It was a terrible experience.
You had played 6 Sam the night before.
No,
the night before.
No.
Yeah. We played 2 games, and I was like, okay, you think you got it? And you went, no.
No, because the Saturday of the YCS, the morning of the event, I was trying to track down somebody so I could borrow the Dino Rabbit deck, remember?
Right. I
This was
remember now.
literally
Yeah.
signups ended at like 10:30. At 9:45, I was trying to find a deck to play.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
it was a problem.
What was I thinking of?
I have no idea. I
Whatever.
haven't played Six Samurai since. I think they're very cool. I refuse to ever pick up the deck again.
I mean, there's no point anymore.
Well, yeah, true.
Outside of literally Musakami Magatama.
Yep. I have not. My first regional was going to be a week or two before the world shut down, and I was getting ready to grind that summer away with a few friends. Hey, we got you. 2022 is coming, baby.
Woo.
I haven't been to a YCS, but I've been to a few regional tournaments. But I normally take the day off before the day of. Okay, hold on, wait. Let me try this again. I haven't been to a YCS, but I've been to a few regional tournaments. But I normally take off the day before, the day of, and the day after to rest and play test. So play test the day before, play the day of, and rest the day after. That's good advice. Most of these events are held on weekends, so for me, I only have to take off the day before, because usually the day after is Sunday, and I don't have to work. But in the event of a YCS, for example, on YCS Pasadena, I took a week of vacation from work. So the week after the YCS, I'm off all week, and before the YCS, we're flying out on Thursday. So we'll be there Thursday evening, have time to rest, recover, play test, get up Friday morning, go and register, get all of our registration done, and
Just hang out for the rest of Friday, doing more play testing.
right. And then
maybe picking up, maybe being able to pick up those last one or two cards beneath for our decks, whatever.
exactly. Then Saturday. Dang it all.
Yeah, it's not quite Sunday yet.
I pre-memed myself.
I got you.
Okay. Saturday, you play the event itself. Oh, goodness. He's clearing his throat. He's ready. Saturday, you play the event itself. If you get eliminated early, you play side events. And then Sunday.
Monster Truck Rally. I'm laughing too hard. Hold on. Sunday. Come here right now at the Texas Ultradome. The ticket pays for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Ticket pays for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
The ticket pays for the whole seat, but you only need the edge. Sunday.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Sorry, we're from Louisiana. We hear go Tigers. Well, we won't hear it anymore. He got fired. Anyway, but we're taking like a couple of days before and like the whole week after to recover from travel. So.
Oh yeah. I know, because it's gonna be my first time on a plane.
Oh, it's fine. You're gonna enjoy it.
I am 28. Never been on an airplane.
You'll enjoy it. It's fun.
Fitting to be 29.
All right, we have one last story. It's the longest. I saved it for the last. It's YCS Fort Worth, late 2015 or early 2016. I got to meet Patrick Hoban and Corey McDuffie, and I also got to play against Ben Leverett in the finals of a Win-A-Mat side event. It was my first side event win. I entered a 3v3 side event, and we went undefeated until the last round. I misplayed, and we lost out on an uncut sheet of Breakers of Shadow secret rares. The main event didn't exist for me, so I wasn't in it for long. Also, the first 7 rounds, there was a pure Psy-Frame player on table 1.
Jesus.
That's somebody who just wanted to be hated.
Just, I'm going to play this card? No.
Yeah. I've heard a little bit more about this story, actually. From what I remember, the pure Psy-Frame player was running some really, really cool techs.
Ooh.
So, but the issue is I don't remember what they were. So, look up YCS Fort Worth, late 2015 or early 2016 if you want to know a little bit more about the Psy-Frame player and what their cool techs were. So, but that'll do us in for this podcast question of the day. The next podcast question of the day is something I need to pull up. Oh, so what cards do you think are a problem in the current meta? I know it's a popular question right now, so a lot of people will probably be prepared. I think Verte is an issue. A lot of people think Artifact Scythe is an issue, which, I mean, it is.
Really, any card that just locks you out of an entire game mechanic.
Yeah.
But individual cards. Again, like Verte, Scythe.
Exactly. Well, Verte doesn't lock you, but like IO does.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying, though. Because
Yeah.
Verte is a problem less because it itself is powerful.
It enables a lot of shenanigans that doesn't need to.
And as a good friend of ours once said, it also limits game design. Every single time Konami prints a card with the word fusion in its name or polymerization,
Yep.
they have to assume that it's going to get used from the deck without any of its limitations.
Correct. So I think Verte gets a ban, but who knows? We'll
Yeah.
see. So thank you all so much for listening. Please be sure to check us out every Tuesday and Friday at the usual times. So
8-ish a.m.
Yeah, 8-ish, vaguely. So before we go, we want to, of course, thank you again to all of our patrons. If you are interested in joining our patron, the link is in the description down below. You get an extra episode every single week. It's not as long or extravagant, and it's part of an ongoing series, but you get the extra episode. And if you join, you get access to the backlog of episodes we've already done. So if you just need more, that's how you get it. If you want to just chat with us directly, chat with all the other people that support the show, you can join our Discord server. It is like 140 people strong. You can follow us on Twitter at Top Cut Podcast. You can share us with all of your friends. Let us, send us over to the people at your locals. When you pile up all your friends in the car to go on a long car ride, be like, hey, we're all listening to this cool podcast that you should all follow. Be sure to check out Team Dark Arm Dealings. Their link will be in the description below. That is our sister channel for our locals. They have a bunch of awesome content. And be sure to check out ETB Games. Their link will be in the description down below. The last thing I'll say before the podcast closes, I have a couple of call-outs. There's a couple of things that I want to put out there into the world. And if you or somebody you know can help us out with this, it would be appreciated. We are looking for an artist. We are looking for somebody to do some cool stuff for us. Mainly help with a logo design and maybe some artwork for the podcast in general. So we're looking for that. We are also looking for a... I had it in my head just a moment ago.
Don't you just love when you're about to say something and right as you're about to say it, gone.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah.
There's the sound effect. Dang it!
Yep, you missed it. So we're looking for somebody to do some artwork, and we're also looking for...
musician.
That's not a bad idea.
Emotion.
I can't remember what the other thing is that we're looking for. If I come up with it, I'll let everybody know. So thank you all so much for listening, and have a good day.
Take care, everyone.